Terrific 11-race card at Melton tonight, and we're here to find you the bulk of those winners. And I think the field's thin out a little bit towards the end of the card, but that might make life just a little bit easier in finding a winner. Race 1 on the card. I thought a bit of a standout here from the others was number 3, Aldebaran Shades. He's a nice horse. He's in the Chris Lang team. He was one of our best 3-year-olds last season. He didn't have a lot of luck in his heat of the Great Southern Star last time, thrown in at the deep end against the best in Australia and New Zealand, and also from overseas. But he was a very good winner on this circuit at his previous start. I think he can handle these from gate 3, and he's the clear top pick. Second pick, number 6, Cold Sister, is a very nice mare. She also was luckless in her heat of the Southern Star behind Stig, but was a very good winner of her heat of the Breed for Speed, beating Season Image at Shepparton in her start before. Season Image, one of the main dangers here at night from gate 2, is also in with a good chance. Ran second to Jingling Silver in the final of that series at Melton a couple of weeks ago. And fourth pick in the race, number 9, Jingling Silver, the one I just spoke of. Jingling Silver using the sprint lane to win last time, but to beat Season Image, but this time goes to the second line, but still with an each-way hope. 3, 6, 2 and 9 in a good trotters race to start off. Race 2 on the program, a Pacers race from the stand, and tipping here in a thin race, number 7, Illawong Sister Sticks. Now, this mare has never started from the stand, but she's done well in 2 recent standing start trials. Craig Demler trains, Jodie Quinlan drives, and they know what it's all about with these standing start races. And this was a very good second, first up for a month at Bendigo last time, second to Stylish Jasper in a race where it worked very hard to find the lead and was grabbed on the line. I think with the only lack of fitness that beat it. She's won 10 of 31. She's a quality mare and looks very nicely suited. Illawong Sister Sticks, as long as she handles the standing start conditions. I know Laughing Home will. He led at Maryborough 2 starts back, beaten right on the line by Give Us a Grin, who came out and won at its next start. In fact, it's in hot form. Give Us a Grin. Laughing Home, no luck last time at Maryborough, where it was caught wide after coming from the 10-metre mark. But this time, with its fast trademark beginning, it might be somewhere either in or near the lead. 5 for third, Jillaby Daphne, another handy 4-year-old mare who hasn't raced from the stand but has won 4 on in. 2 before a spell, 2 since a spell. She's a fit race mare on her Hamilton win last time. And fourth pick, number 3, Mr. Rufus, who drops back in grade on some recent handy efforts, and it goes okay as a winner from the stand. 7, 4, 5 and 3 in race 2. Race 3, the first heat of the Australian Pacing Gold Series, a time-honoured series for some of the best 2-year-old colts and geldings around, and also the fillies get their chance later on. But tonight it's colts and geldings' turn. 2 heats. This is the first of them. Tipping number 2 here, Jack Attack. It's our first special of the night. It's trained by Ian Watson at South Moorbeen up near Mildura, where the Mildura Cup is being held, of course, next week, and all roads will be heading to Mildura, and so will I. But Jack Attack's heading south, and with a very good chance. This is the reason why. This is his only run, a debut win at Maryborough, a very soft win at the finish.
Capital dropping off was Regal Abbey. Into the home straight they race. And now Young Modern moved up alongside of Black Warrior. Sketch Me's on the sprint lane running on, and Jack Attack down the middle. Jack Attack stormed up to Young Modern. Wide around, Major Cruiser running on. It's a great tussle to the line, but Jack Attack under a grip wins it for Gavin Lang. Second, Young Modern. And out wide, Major Cruiser might have run third.
Yes, finished very strongly to win that race, and I thought it was impressive enough to label as one of the best bets on the card here from gate 2. Second pick, number 1, Real Character. Craig Turnbull trains this one and drives it. Good Geelong winner, 2 starts back, beating Tabannon, who has been a winner since, and then down the track at Geelong last time, but that was behind a good horse, Bespoke Artist, who we're tipping later in the night in the other heat of this race, and didn't have a lot of luck. But this time it's had luck with the alley. From gate 1 it'll be a very competitive effort from it. 8, Young Modern for third. Second at Maryborough to Jack Attack last time in the replay we just showed you. It worked hard in the breeze in that race and fought on very strongly. This time it'll be trailing and running home strongly. And for fourth, number 10, Gowan Bros. Only had the 3 starts. The best of those by far was when second to My Mark Scooter at Yarra Valley last Monday. 2, 1, 8 and 10 in race 3. Race 4 is a mare's MO race, and tipping here number 3, Steam Wash. Very good race this, and a very good mare is Steam Washed. She acquitted herself well in the recently completed Tontine series. She won a heat of that series at Stawell. She ran second in another heat to Royal Witness at Geelong. In the final, she found the lead after a real battle, and it was only in the last 50 metres they got to her. Charlie McSheen running a very fast mile rate to beat her. She ran 5th, only beaten a length. This is back to mare's class here. She's got gate speed. Don't know whether she'll head off Real Bonus. If she doesn't, she can win. If she does, she probably should win. Number one, Real Bonus in with a great chance. Good win at Melton last time, where it was able to go to the lead and was never headed after that, after being gifted the lead. That was its first run for a month, so you'd say to be even fitter for that run. And it's a nice David Aiken-trained 4-year-old mare. David Aiken team's absolutely flying at the moment. 5 Ashira Bromax been running on strongly in her race without having any luck, and this really suits her. She's a good value bet. And number 2, Art Shadow Bean, up at Mildura, trained by Shane Cramp in recent times, now with Dean Braun. First run for the new stable. No luck here last time. Good run, went third to its stablemate Jamie's Boy at Mildura the start before. 3, 1, 5 and 2 in race 4. Race 5 on the card is an M1 race, and I thought Smudge Bromac actually graded better than these. One of our better bets on the program. I'm not having it as an absolute best bet because there's a couple of those probably go ahead of it, but gee, it was a good run at Kilmore last time where it was out wide in the early and then took a sit in the 1-1. Battle on very strongly in a 56.3 last after run third to 5-Star Anvil. That was after a huge run, went 5th in the Echuca Cup when it was slowly out from the stand and sat wide. Second to Melton before that to cut for an. I think it's a bit better than these. The 6, Smudge Bromac to beat number 10, Valiant Sue, who was back to its best form after a bit of a lull in form, but hadn't been racing that much, coming from near last to win here last time. The third, number 2, Farmers and Tradies, ran 4th in the Charlton Anniversary last Monday. That was. It wasn't a bad run actually. Did plenty of work in the breeze and fought on well and looks nicely suited here. And number 3, Radical Impact, is first up for a month, but it's got good ability and well graded at this level. 6, 10, 2 and 3 in race 5. Race 6, a Vic-bred pace for the MOs over the sprint journey. Number 2, Give Us a Grin's been going great guns in the country. Won at Maryborough, beating Laughing Home. We alluded to that before. Then won again at Echuca. Led all the way and beat the smart Cromac Jamie. And I can see it leading here from gate 2. Last time at Kilmore, came off a 20-metre handicap in a stand and ran a gallant second to Fiery Count. I think it might lead and be very hard to run down. Second pick, number 1, Shifting Sand. Really can't tell you about gate speed. Look, I gave up. I went back 17 starts and couldn't find a drawing inside barrier 4, so I can't tell you how it's going to use the, unless you wanted me to sit there all day and night, I can't tell you how it's going to use the pole position, but I think Gavin would have it out and probably sitting behind Give Us a Grin with a good chance of using the sprint lane. Third pick, number 4, Kiang Russell, is an accomplished 5-year-old. It's only had now 3 runs from a spell. It should be cherry ripe on a good last run Hamilton win against slightly easier company. It's racing into some good form, and so is the whole team. And fourth pick, number 5, Teo Entio, sat wide for a long way and battled on strongly when one of the favourites, and third here to Charlie McSheen in very fast time at its latest run, 153.6. 2, 1, 4 and 5 in race 6. Race 7, the Stampede. The Hot to Trot Stampede over the 1,200 metre distance, so it's jump and run 1 lap and it's all over. I'm not a huge fan of these, but gee, it's attracted a fair horse in number 6 rather, Caribbean Blaster, coming off a luckless 5th in the Inter-Dominion final after running 2nd in the Geelong Cup to Mel Park Major and winning an Inter-Dominion heat. This is the class runner. Only the fact that it's a 1,200 metre race and perhaps in Monaco will be running along very quickly in front doesn't make it a good thing, but it'll be short price and probably should win the 6. Class should pull it through. 2, Alchemy, with only 1 line of the front here. I think in Monaco will lead. I think Alchemy might just drop straight in behind it for Lance and be using the sprint lane in the home straight. That's the way it races best. Little the way to win here, 3 starts back, but a sit might be better this time. For third, number 7, Decorated Jasper. It's one of the class runners beyond Caribbean Blaster. It's the other class runner of this race. Don't know if it's racing at its absolute best, but hasn't been having a lot of luck in its races. One in Monaco has been running along quickly in front and being grabbed in the last 50 to 100 metres. This is the shortest race it can ever run in. 6, 2, 7 and 1 in race 7. Race 8, and we see a shorty here in number 6, Major Look. He's unbeaten in his only 2 starts. Debuted here in a Friday night race, beating the very smart Time Seal 3 weeks ago. Then went to Kilmore, proved that he's not just a sit sprinter. He worked around, sat in the breeze and won very nicely again in good company. He just wins this race for mine. 2, Major Lloyd will be improved by its first run for nearly a year when running home quickly for second to He's Kinky at Geelong last time. The third, number 4, Clancy's Fob Watch. Good Yarra Valley all the way win at 2 starts back. Found the class a bit hot in the Ridge with us last weekend at Kilmore, but this is more his level. And 5, Bit of a Babes, a handy filly, probably best of the others. The other couple of fillies, they've got chances, but I think the Colts will be too good here. 6, 2, 9 and 5 in race 8. Race 9 is a claimer, only a small field here. Number 6, that's Mr. Ali. Usually has to come from miles back in these claimers and flashes home at the end of them. Hasn't raced since running 5th at Menangle about 6 weeks ago in a real strong race. He's got a great record at this level, in claiming level and in other levels too. It's the winner for mine, number 6. Second pick, number 4, Lady Penrose. Only one run from a spell. Was a good 4th to Dartmoor at claiming level at Geelong last week, where it ran home very nicely. It'll settle a lot closer this time and will be fitter. 2, Mr. Douglas is an amazing horse. He's a 13-year-old. As a 12-year-old, he won 9 races. It took him a while to open his winning account this season, but he did so with a plum at Kilmore 2 starts back, beating on Eden Hustler in a good race, and then 3rd at Geelong to Dartmoor last time. He's in with an each-way hope. And 5, Cincinnati Kid, Ballarat Cup winner a couple of years back, seems to have gone off the boil, but claiming is his go, and he'll be sitting a lot closer than he normally does in these races. 6, 4, 2 and 5 in what might turn out to be a tricky race. Race 10 on the card, and we're coming up with our second best bet of the evening here in number 6, Bespoke Artist. Of course, this is the second heat, the Australian Pacing Gold Series for the 2-year-old colts and geldings. This could scarcely have been more impressive. It's out of that terrific race mare, especially made Lombo, who herself was an Australian Pacing Gold winner in Brisbane a few seasons back. Bespoke Artist, very impressive, winning on debut at Shepparton for David Aiken. Darryl Douglas taking the drive here, led at Shepparton. Don't think the way at Geelong rather on debut. I don't think it has to lead here. I just think it has to be close enough. I think it's good enough for sure. This is its replay of that that Geelong affair, where it was able to lead all the way and sprint home in 27.9.
Smoker followed by Hargrave, and some Dream somewhere running up behind them. But Bespoke Artist is nicely clear into the straight from Motor Smoker. Then Presidential Secret. Hargrave's further out, but Bespoke Artist is well clear with 100 to go. Motor Smoker into second spot, but Bespoke Artist couldn't have done any more on debut. Wins at 8 metres to Motor Smoker. Third, Presidential Secret. Then came Hargrave, followed by Some Dream.
Yes, terrific win there on debut, Bespoke Artist. Second pick in the race, number 1, Paint the Hammer, unbeaten in 2 starts so far. Not too sure how good this bloke is, because the fields he's been beating have been okay, but no superstars. But it's in the Jeff Webster team and does sprint very quickly at the finish of its races and has a barrier call over its main rival. 12 Countdown doesn't have a barrier advantage. It's drawn the outside of the second line, but it was quite good when winning on debut, leading all the way at Cranbourne, going back about 6 weeks ago. But it's got plenty of promise, needs a bit of luck from that alley, however. And number 4, Major Cruiser, coming in as 4th pick, 6, 1, 12 and 4 in the 10th. And the last of 11 on the card is, I think, a match at this Trotters race, a heat of the Square Trotters Association Cup, the final being run in a couple of weeks' time. 2 and 4, I think, will fight it out. 2, Purple People Eater, who comes off a win here last time in a Breed for Speed final and was placed in the Victoria Oaks last season. And number 4, Waikari Patricia, an accomplished 4-year-old mare who's, in fact, both of these have never started from the stand, these mares, but I think they'll fight it out. Even a little bit of a slow beginning in this 6-horse field won't hurt them too much.